my name is Praveen. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Java Fun. Today we're going to talk about prime numbers. This is again one of the most frequently asked Java question. Mostly gets asked at the intermediate and the beginners level. One of the reason for this thing is this tests your candidate's looping knowledge, how you can use the for loops or the while loops effectively. So today we're going to see what is a prime number, how to implement the prime numbers program in Java to find it out whether the given a number, whether it is a prime or not. If you are coming for my channel for the first time, please do like, share and subscribe. We do bring a lot of interview questions which gets asked in a Java programming interview. Uh, if you're coming for the first time, please we have created the whole series of Java programming questions. Please do have a look at it. If you missed my Fibonacci series, you should find it out as well into the description box or into the playlist into my channel. So without wasting too much of time, let's start with the prime number. So what exactly is the prime number? So the definition for the prime number is a number or the whole number whose only divisible by 1 and the number itself. So its factors are just 1 and that number itself basically. What exactly we do mean by factors? So factor is again the whole number that divides the number into another number evenly, which means if I take an example of number say 4, and if I divide the number by using 2, I get two different factors of it, 2 and 2, and I get a remainder as 0. So if you are getting remainder as 0, it means basically that number is according to our definition is not only divisible by 1 and 4, but it's also divisible by 4 itself. So with that consideration is in mind, 4 is not really a prime number. But if I take another example as 7, and if I check for number 7 is only divisible by 1 and number 7 itself. No other number can evenly divide number 7, or if you divide by any number for 7, you don't get the remainder as 0. So with that thing in mind, 7 is exactly our prime number. So below are few other numbers in a sequence with the early numbers in the sequence like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. These are the prime numbers. Another confusing thing for few of the candidates whether 1 is a prime number or not. So 1 is not a prime number. It's not that neither a composite number. So if you are printing a prime number series for a given limit, don't include 1 in it because 1 is not really a prime number. So this definition in mind, now let's find it out how to implement the prime number. So before going into the code itself, let's try to find out what will be the algorithm for it. So as I explained, you need to find it out for that particular number. We need to basically loop through from say 2, because 1 we are not considering as a 1. With 1 you can easily divide any number. So 1 we don't really need to consider. Even that particular number we don't need to consider, because if you divide a number with a number itself, then again the remainder will be 0. So that number also we don't need to consider. So we need to loop from 2 to say n minus 1, and then see for any number within that sequence if you can divide a given number, and if you get a remainder as 0. If you are getting a remainder as 0, then it means the given number is not really a prime number. So that will be our algorithm basically. So given number n, you loop through from say 2 to n minus 1. So we are taking one boolean variable here because we are running in a loop. That boolean variable will be reassigned every time you are running every time you are running a loop. So in a loop, I am taking index as I. For my loop, I assign the boolean variable's value as true, say, every time it is running in a loop. And if I say n mod I, which is I is your index, if you are getting the remainder as 0, then it means that number is not a prime number is false. And you run a loop basically. At the end of the loop, if you say your prime number's boolean value is still holds true, it means the number is really a prime number, and then you print that value. Okay, else if it is false, then it is not really a prime number. So that is what our algorithm will be. Let's check one example. Let's check 7, and I'm running a loop from say 2 to n minus 1, which is 2 to 6. In my first iteration, I'll divide 7 by 2. Remainder is not 0. Okay, 7, 3, remainder is not 0, 4, 5, 6. So in all these cases, remainder is not 0 basically. So that's why 7 is a prime number. Okay. Okay, if that thing is clear, let's say give another example basically. Let's say number 4. So again loop from 2 to 3, which is n minus 1, then 4 divided by 2, the remainder coming as 0, which means 4 is not a prime number. Okay, so let's dig into the code and then let's find it out how we can implement it. So I have got a simple Java workspace in my IntelliJ. I'll I'll basically rename my file to say check prime, or I say let's say just prime number. Should be a quick and a simple program to find it out. Now let's say we take an input from the user that which number he wants to find it out whether that particular number is a prime number or not. Okay, to get an user input we have a class in Java called a scanner class. So let me get a scanner class object, and let's initialize scanner. For a scanner class you need to give a standard input stream as an input into its constructor. Then it will start using the standard input stream, which is giving a user input from a console. So let's say I get a user input. I say number equals scanner dot next int. So I'm getting an integer input from a user. Now what we need to do is we need to run a loop as we discussed into our algorithm. Please, so this is a message for the user. Please enter number for prime check, suppose. Okay, so let's run a loop. I say int I equals 2, as we discussed, right? We don't need to run from 0 or 1. I less than n minus 1, which is number minus 1 and I plus plus. And now we'll see, again we need to get one boolean. I say name of that one is prime, initialize it with true. Now I say number mod I, if it is equals 0, it means is prime is false, and we don't need to loop through. After that we just break that loop, come out of it, check the condition, if is prime else. So sys out, if the condition is true, if the boolean value is true, still holds it, then it means the number, which is user provided number, is a prime number. Else, again sys out, number user provided number is not a prime number. Okay, pretty simple. So let's run it and let's see how it works or not. Let's find it out. Okay, let it give a couple of seconds for compilation. Okay, let's enter the number for prime check. Let's first enter 4. 4 is not a prime number as expected. Let's run it for something which is truly a prime number. let's say 7 we know is a prime number, it's printing it correctly. So that's about it. A pretty simple program. Um, I'm gonna check in all these codes into my GitHub account, and I'll put the link into the description box. Please have a look at it. Please do share your comment suggestions into the comment, and if you like the video, please press a like button and subscribe to my channel and press the notification icon, because we do bring a lot of interesting stuff around Java interview questions. Okay, with that thing in mind, please stay tuned. Thanks for joining in.